We'll be reflecting on John chapter 1, verses 35 to 39. In your Roman missals, you can find it on page 863. John chapter 1, verses 35 to 39. The next day, John was there again with two of his disciples. And as he watched Jesus walk by, he said, "Behold the Lamb of God." The two disciples heard what he said and followed Jesus. Jesus turned and saw them following him and said to them, "What are you looking for?" They said to him, "Rabbi," which translated means teacher, "where are you staying?" He said to them, "Come and you will see." So they went and saw where he was staying, and they stayed with him that day. It was about 4 p.m. So brothers, it's a basic marketing principle to sell to the needs of your target audience. Right? Often, the marketing is better than the product. But once in a while, with really great products, like optional recreation on Wednesday, right, we're satisfied beyond our expectations. Still, John the Baptist's "Behold the Lamb of God" is more than a slogan. Right? It's more than marketing. And Jesus is so much more than a product. Let me tell you a story. So when I was younger, my dad used to take us kids out on dates. So we would take turns every Friday night to come and see his office, but more importantly, to have a burger with him. Like a thick, juicy, 1/3 pound Angus steak burger. Right? At least that's how it was marketed to us. Right? Dinner date with dad, or fish on a Friday night at home. So of course, I'd go for the burgers. Right? But I would come home with so much more than a full stomach. Right? Those dates with my dad were vital. Right? Looking back, I see that. Right? We would talk about my life, school, soccer, movies, the girl I liked. But we would also talk about deeper things. About growing up. About taking responsibility. About dealing with disappointment. And those moments with my dad touched me. And I can still remember the smell of Brothers Burgers at 8:30 in the evening. And John the Beloved also remembered. He remembered the dry, dusty smell at 4 p.m. when he decided to follow the Lamb of God. But still, there's a huge difference between human marketing and divine marketing. Because God speaks to what is essential to us. When he calls, he speaks to who we are, not just what we want. Right? The burgers didn't really matter. What mattered was I spent time with my dad. Right? John also spent time with Jesus, spent the whole afternoon with him. And it's important. Right? But the way he was called is also essential. Because from here, he would follow the Lamb of God through his public ministry to Calvary, and there see him take away the sins of the world. And at the end of his life, St. John would receive the vision of the Lamb of God enthroned in glory. Right? So it's important that we go back to this original theme. Right? Because it's this theme, right, whether we first heard it in deciding to go to the apostolic school, to go to the candidacy, to take our mission year. Right? It's this theme in all its subtle and personal variations that make up the sonata of our life, that tie it together and carry us into eternity. At this moment of encounter, this moment of calling, spoken in time, bears the seed of the name that we will have forever. The name that only we and God will know. So this, brothers, is what I'd like to invite you to tonight. Right, to relive that moment of the call. Right, to speak with Jesus about how he first hooked you.